Well, folks, welcoming back to Rockposer.com is a gentleman who fronts a band that there's no secret I'm a huge fan of. The gentleman is Mr. Angelo Tristan. The band is Collateral. Welcome back to Rockposer.com.
How you doing, man? Good to be back.
Well, welcome back. It's been, would you believe, almost a year and a half since you were last chatting to me on Rockposer.com, and that, of course, was when it was still the Angelo Tristan band, and my God, what a hell of a lot has happened in that time.
Yeah, good old days, weren't they? Jesus. Yeah, it's been a long time.
But it's, what a change, and the band is now sort of on everybody's radar. It's now moving ahead, and I guess heading straight forward towards a new album.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, it's as you know, being one of the first to kind of be there supporting us from the get-go. You know, we were trying to search for the right lineup for a while. You know, there's people with certain attitudes that we couldn't really stand for, and that we had to let go of and get other people in. It was just a big sort of life search in a way. But as soon as we got Todd and Ben in April last year. It was that sense of completion. We just said, right, this is it. Everyone had the same goal, had the same vision, and also we released the EP, that 4 shots that people are, going mental about, which is really, kind of it's a bit overwhelming, really. But we're already piecing together the album. We have been for quite a while, so we just want to get it right, especially with the amount of pressure now, I guess that kind of coming out of from wherever. But we've been piecing together the album, and it's got a lot more sort of an eclectic feel. Everyone's got a part to play in this album. So hopefully, we kind of exceed expectations. But as soon as it's released, I guess that's when we tell if the audience like it or not, and then you're back to the drawing board. Yeah, man, it's exciting.
Well, obviously, you guys, are incredibly hard-working. You're gigging basically every weekend. So it must be immensely satisfying to finally get the responses that you're getting from fans and press alike.
Yeah, no, of course. You do it for many reasons. You'd be stupid to say, that you do it, just one for the sake of it and the love of doing it. But you do need to have that sort of reaction from a crowd that makes it, worth it. So, we've been on and off the road for the past 4 years, and over to across the whole UK, and we've done the whole US thing, and which was maybe a bit too run before you can walk sort of thing. But we experienced it, and we know now what to do next time, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's it's progressing day by day now. Obviously, having new members of the team come on board a couple of weeks ago, pushing us out and stuff. And, it is rewarding. I'd be lying if to say it's not, but it's humbling at the same time, because it just shows us that we're kind of doing the right thing. And, as long as people are happy and enjoying the shows, then, hey, we'll be here for a long time.
Well, for those people who are new to yourself and the band, they're probably not fully aware of the whole US escapade, I guess would probably be the best word for it.
Oh, I tell you what, I wouldn't give it up to the world. I'd do it again, but yeah, it was very much sort of a jump, even though you're blind and you don't know what the hell you're doing, just do it. But it was an experience. We've got the documentary on YouTube that shows everything, but it was one of those things, sort of a Spinal Tap unscripted sort of thing, so it was quite nice that we experienced that sort of the dark side of the industry. We had to eat cigarettes for breakfast and stuff like that, which is true basically.
Well, let's face it, there's very few young bands would even be in a position to do something like that so early in their careers.
Yeah, well, it's I'm a firm believer on just going all at it with your eyes closed, and sort of risking everything, because you don't want to get to the end of your life and think coulda, shoulda, woulda, and all that stuff. And I firmly believe you have to put everything you have into trying to achieve your dream. So maybe it's that, or that could be my downfall. I don't know, but at the moment it's kind of don't know if it's luck or intuition. I don't know if I'll ever know, but it's just putting ourselves in the right positions and right places that eventually sort of lead up to where we are now, on this sort of pedestal that we could hopefully lift off from. But it's if anyone thinks it's been easy, God, it's been the most dramatic ride ever. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a bit more drama coming up soon. Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys, you're at that sort of really tricky stage now where you're sort of breaking through into the next level, and it is, for those who are not sort of involved in the music industry or not in bands or whatever, probably don't see how much effort it takes. And as we've discussed, you and I, before, it's there is a large element of luck as well, which, whether you like it or not, takes effect. Yeah,
you have to, put yourself in the right places. You have to try and sort of read what the industry is doing and try and, kind of stay ahead of it, which I think in a way, it's too soon to tell, but it kind of shows, early signs of putting ourselves in the right place at the right time. But, a large of that amount is luck, as you said, but it's just about harnessing that luck and making sure that it's yours. And kind of, it's a dog-eat-dog, industry, really. And at the end of the day, you kind of all want to be number one. So, if you've got the mentality of sort of, not letting anyone tell you no, then you're gonna end up in places that you've always dreamed to be. So it's just about keeping it going, keeping that persistence up.
Well, it is always tricky. Let's face it, especially in on the interweb, everyone's a critic, and it is taking that rough with the smooth.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like I said, as long as the audience and the crowd and fans and non-fans or whatever are enjoying themselves, and we can be a unit, and the crowd and band all together, and they're smiling and having fun, then critics kind of come second best, really. The critics can tell you that you're the worst band in history, but as long as the venue and everyone in the venue are happy, then who really cares what critics have to say?
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's mean or not, but yeah.
So where do you reckon, or where do you see yourselves being in, say, if we go another 12 months into the future, where would you like to be?
Well, we're obviously working hard on this album. So that will be something that we're going to be, that's going to be in the future, especially next year. But, we want to be a touring band, day in, day out. We want to kind of push ourselves to the limit and see how far we can, take it and stress each other out and piss each other off. I don't know. But, we just want to be out on the road, and play in front of as many people as humanly possible. And, pack places out and just spread the love, in every single way. So, I mean, whether that happens in the next 12 months or 2-3 years or whatever, that's our goal. And, everyone's got that same vision. So I can't see it being, too long until we get onto a support tour or something like that starts off in that sort of circuit. But that's what we're working towards now. So, in the next 12 months, you're going to probably be seeing a lot more of us, unfortunately.
I was going to say, the next logical step would be to be on, say, a support tour with another band. I mean, that will give you that next level of exposure. And if that, say, stretches into Europe, maybe, or what have you, then, again, that's another huge market that you're suddenly attracting.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's what we're pushing for. Speaking to a few people at the moment. And so, it's obviously we're kind of getting in. We've gotten in with HRH and all of them people, so hopefully that will be kind of a running thing for next year as well. We're playing HRH Crows in Sheffield in September.
Yeah.
Looking to do the HRH main festival as well, hopefully. And then obviously, we're in the running for Stone Death at the moment, and also in the running for Ramblin' Man. We've got the Big Red competition, Battle of the Bands thing that decides who can play Ramblin' Man. So we just need to just breathe and try and do what we do best, and hopefully like you said, luck will play on our side and we get all these big festivals as well, because that's a great platform to get fans, that are looking for that sort of music. So, but man, we're just going to keep working it, just seeing what comes, really.
Well, you wouldn't have to travel far for Rambling Man, would you?
No, it's just on our doorstep, so hopefully maybe that'll play a bit of luck, but who knows? I've got a while to wait yet until they announce the bands, I think, for Rising Stage.
But that's, for Rambling Man, that's one thing I really like, the Rising Stage, the fact that they are giving, new and young bands exposure. There's people I know who've played that. I mean, a fellow Kent band, of course, who you know very well, Wicked Stone, played there, and got absolutely gobsmacked at how much response they got. So it is good that, bands are still getting supported, in festivals or whatever, and it's not just, concentrating on the big names.
No, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, there's so many bands out there, and it's just it's a shame that not more sort of organisations and festivals like that are kind of doing the same thing, because it's very much a needle in a haystack moment at the moment. Like you could be the best band in the world, but not necessarily know someone that could help you get yourselves onto a festival like that, and you could pass the moment of becoming something great. But like I said, it's the mentality of just sort of kind of being hungry for it, and maybe being hungrier than the other bands, or whatever. I don't know, but it's definitely a nice opportunity. We just hope this time we can get on it, because I think last year we got a lot of fans behind us that wanted us to play it, but not having the right lineup, I think, was a blessing, really, blessing in disguise that we didn't get it last year. So hopefully this year, fingers crossed.
I mean, on a personal level, having obviously seen several lineup changes, and no disrespect to the guys who've played with you in the past, going back to the Angelo Tristan band as well, it has to say this is probably, for me, definitely the best lineup you guys have had.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why we as soon as we had the first rehearsal with Ben, that was it. He said he was going to put his all into this, and everyone had the same vision. We're like, right, this is it now. Let's take the next step. So, well, it's nice to know that hopefully we made the right decision. It's just it's not the easiest thing of being in a band. So sometimes I just question, why am I doing this? It's the only thing I have now. So.
Well, Angelo, as always, it's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, you too.
As I've said a million times, I wish you all the luck in the world going forward. If it was based purely on not only talent but enthusiasm, you guys already be there. But I think we can pretty much predict that you're going to get somewhere. Certainly, if not in the next 12 months, as you say, within the next 18 to 24.
Yeah, or even 24 years. Who knows? we're gonna keep trying. But thank you so much for having me on, man. And no doubt I'll speak to you soon.